Hello, everyone. How is everybody on this Saturday night? Everybody doing good? Hi, Wendy. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Gretchen. Tara. Oh, good. Tara's with us from Jamaica. Lillian, how are you doing? Dee Parsons. I'm so happy to see all of you. Is everybody staying warm? Oh, Tara's sunburnt. I'm snowburnt. Hi, Belinda. Belinda, thank you so much for joining my channel today. Belinda is the latest member of our group, everyone. Thank you so much and welcome. Francis Rose, Trina. Hi, Iris. Iris, your package went out Friday, honey. Sherry, how are you doing? I turned my heater on pretty early this evening, so it's kind of warm out here tonight. Hi, Donna DeVincent. I see so many on here that I mailed packages for yesterday. Hi, Diane. How are you doing? We'll see if we get a few more coming in here, and then we will get started. I'm so happy to see all of you. Oh, where are you, Iris? Yeah, it was mailed yesterday. God took a huge stack of mail to the post office for me yesterday. Hi, Evelyn. And I've got more to get out. So I worked a little bit on some today, and there'll be some going to the post office on Monday, some Tuesday, and some Wednesday this coming week. Hi, Kim. How are you doing? The weather here has been a little bit better today. It's still snowy, and every now and then it will snow on and off, but it's not as cold. It doesn't seem like as it has been the last few days. Hi, Jesse. Oh, Jesse got Happy Meal yesterday. I'm doing good, Kim. I took a tumble this afternoon, but I'm good. It didn't hurt me. I was getting up off the sofa and I had my laptop on my lap, and I got up, was going in the kitchen because I'd left my phone in there. And when I went to take a step, the cord to my laptop was wrapped around my foot and I didn't know it. And I fell, and I fell right on my knee that I had a knee replacement about 6 years ago. And boy, that thing started hurting. And the guy went and made me a little ice pack to put on it and stuff. But I'm okay now. For a little while, I thought I was going to be sore, but I'm not. I'm good. But it was a pretty hard fall, but I didn't hurt myself. Hurt my pride. That was about all. No, I don't, Iris. I don't sell the envelopes or binders. I I buy mine from Amazon, or I found a real pretty one, which I'm going to use tonight. I've decided to make it my Saturday Night Live binder. I found this one at Hobby Lobby the other day for 40% off, and I thought it was so pretty. Not that I needed another binder, everybody, but for that price, I went ahead and got it. And I thought, well, that'd make a nice Saturday Night Live binder. And I thought I might start a little box with you guys tonight that was actually a freebie that you guys could get too, and we'll might do some of it in a little bit. And it's a really low budget one. Yeah, Gretchen, I am lucky. Yeah, I was so scared when it first happened because I thought, oh my gosh, what if it's done something to that metal in my knee? But it didn't. I'm good. Luckily, I fell on the. We have a big rug in our family room and my coffee table sitting on it, and I fell on the rug. But I'm so glad that my face or my head didn't hit the coffee table because that would have hurt. Yeah, I am Tara. I do take care of it. I really need to have my other one done, but there's just no way I couldn't even think about going and having it done as long as Guy's back is bothering him the way he gets a little better. But that's one reason I go to the pool because that pool keeps me moving or keeps my knees well. I tell you, when I had the surgery to begin with about 6 years ago, uh, after I finished therapy is when I started going to the pool, and that is what got me over it so quick. I am so convinced of that. Hi, Dina. How are you doing? Hi, Janet with Crafty Saver. I'm so happy that you're here. Uh, Tara, he's doing better, I think, than he was a few weeks ago. But we did go to the neurologist the other day, and he said that he has a fractured vertebrae, and that it's going to take 4 to 5 weeks to heal. And they are going to do a myelogram this week. That's where they put the dye in your spine, see if they can find out what's hurting his leg so bad. But as far as that goes, he's doing a little better. But he also had to go this week and have do a stress test. His medical doctor ordered that. And they called yesterday and said that he had a scar on his heart. Now, what that means, I don't know. But they said that sometime or other in the past, it looks like he's had a heart attack, but we don't know when or anything like that. But he's doing okay as far as that goes. It's just his back giving him a fit right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, Maybell, they're not fun, are they? But let me tell you, having that surgery on my left knee 6 years ago was the best thing that I ever did. Because I'm going to turn this phone just a little bit, I think. It was the best thing I ever did because I could get around so much better with it. It's just like the one I had operated on was just like it was my knee when I was 20 years old. Except I cannot get on my knees. It hurts too bad to get on them. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing? That's what I made a joke in uh, on my members community thing today, and I put some pictures up of the snow here and everything. And I was teasing Guy last night, and I said, "You know what we're doing tomorrow?" And he said, "What?" I said, "We're going to build a snowman." And I said, "And we're going to make snow angels." He said, "No, no, we're not." And I laughed because somebody said they wanted to see a picture of that. If they saw a picture of it, it would be of somebody up here helping us get up off of the ground, both of us. Oh, hi, Lillian. Hi, Dawn. My brother, bless his heart, he had to have surgery on his neck several times. Hi, Becky. Hi, Taste of Honey. Oh, Jesse, your husband's having a knee replacement in March. Well, let me tell you, it's not fun when you first have it, but it's so worth it in the long run. Oh yeah, Michelle said that was her that said that. I told somebody, I think it was in my video maybe I did for tomorrow. I said that if we got on the ground to make snow angels, we'd have to call somebody to help us both get up. We used to do all that stuff though. Yes, Lily, and we will be keeping you in our prayers, and also Jesse's husband. It seems like everywhere you turn, there's somebody that has something wrong, isn't there? Sometimes we think we're the only one with troubles or with problems, but far from it. There's always someone worse off or has more problems than what you do. Speaking of that, one thing I wanted to talk about tonight, we started on this emergency fund, several weeks ago. It was right after the floods and the hurricane that hit the southeast and up through Georgia and North Carolina. And we talked about the importance of emergency fund. And sadly, once again, we see how important this is, don't we? I mean, when you think about now, all the people in LA that have lost everything and had to hurry and get out of their homes, you know, it's just absolutely heartbreaking. But it just shows us once again the importance of having a stash of cash somewhere if we had to get to a hotel or something. And it just makes me feel like, for me, I want to get this one done and then I'm going to put that money away and I'm going to start it all over again because we just never know. I actually, it really hit home to me the other night. I was watching TV, watching the news. Hi, Mary. And one of the newscasters, they were talking to her on the phone, and she had to leave her home, her and her husband and her two children. And I felt so sorry for her. She said that her family, just a few nights before that, were sitting and having dinner, and they were talking about if something happened like a disaster, what would they take with them? And she said she told them, well, the one thing that she would take was a tape of her father's voice that she has because he's been gone a long time. And she said, and she said, I grabbed my laptop and my phone and my cords, and that's what my kids grabbed, and we ran out. She said, and I didn't get that tape, and she started crying, and I felt so sorry for her. Because when the time comes, you just don't know what you would do. Yes, Dawn, that's what I was saying. This has just showed us once again how important this is. And Mary, that's what I'm going to do. When I get it done, it's going to take me a while. I'm just going to empty it out. This money is going into my safe, and then I'm starting it over. I can't either, Tara. It's just so horrible. And then when you watch the news and you hear them talking to the people and that they've just lost everything, and it's just devastating. Hi, Vet. Hi, Elizabeth. That's good, Francis. That's good. Speaking of this, I might just go ahead and put my money in that I'm doing tonight. I am putting $20 in here tonight. I'm going to do another 20. Get this 20 colored in. As long as I can hit these little higher amounts, I'm going to. There's going to be times that I can't, just like those times I couldn't. But I'm going to try to save the fives to the last if I can. So we're going to put this in the 20 envelope. So now in the 20 envelope, I have 20, 40, let me put these tens in front, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, $80 already in the 20 envelope. So that is good. And I did give this, just the envelopes, to my members a while back. I hope that all of them are doing it. They don't have to. I'm not hoping that they're doing it with me. But we said then that we would do it on Saturday nights, and I decided to do it in the Saturday Night Live. So I think this is going to be real handy if it's ever needed. It'd be nice if you never needed it, wouldn't it? Hi, Brandy. Yes, Lillian, it is. It is a fireproof safe. Good, good, Dawn. I was able to add 30 last week, and I thought I was going to be able to put 30 in this week too, because I had a pretty good amount in my little white binder that for emergency that I'm using to feed this little binder. But we ended up in the middle of the week needing a battery and firewood and all that, and I ended up having to get into some of it. So I'm doing the 20. Good, good, Diane. Hi, Dina. Iris, I don't really think you missed anything. We were just talking about how important it is to have that emergency fund, and how we see once again this week with what's happening in LA, how important it is to have that emergency fund. Oh, that's good to know, Becky. I didn't know. I knew there was waterproof bags, but I didn't know there were fireproof ones. That would be something good to look into. That would be something good to put all your important, really. Hi, Terry. Oh, you're not late. We've just now started chatting. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because she said Amazon has them. We'll have to check that out. Like I said, that would be good even to put your important papers like insurance papers, things like that in. Well, is everybody having a good weekend so far? We have just stayed home. We haven't gone anywhere since yesterday morning. We've stayed home. I did finally this week, finally today, get my Christmas decorations off of the fireplace, but on the mantle, and some other things in my family room. I finally got those down. Hi, Mindy. Yeah, it snowed here too, Mindy. We just didn't bother even getting out. I actually, lots of times on Saturday evening, Guy will go get us something or we'll go out to eat. But I just made us a pizza with a little side salad this evening, and that's what we had so that he wouldn't have to go anywhere. Yeah, I don't blame everybody. And Terry, I told Guy this morning, I said, we really need to go to Sam's Club, but I said it's too cold. Just the thought of standing out there and trying to put groceries in the car, I don't want to do it. Oh no. We have a really a pretty long driveway from the road up to our house. It's not really like it's elevated, but I wouldn't say you're really going up the hill. But there were times that we would have trouble getting up our driveway when it snowed, or especially when it would thaw, because our driveway is gravel. And sometimes when it would snow and thaw, we'd have a hard time. Yes, Iris, you need to do that. Yeah, you've got to dress warm right now. Maybe I'm hoping that after this week, maybe this cold spell will really be leaving us some. I'm hoping. Well, who's ready to save our $5 this week, or whatever you're saving? I don't want anyone to feel like I'm sticking them to $5, because I'm not. That's just what I'm doing. But I'm going to save my $5 for the second Saturday in January in my Saturday Night Live. Put in another $5. And this is my binder that I bought over at Hobby Lobby, and I thought it was so pretty for the price. So let's add another $5 in here. So we have $10 in there now, which will be good. And if any of you do not have this, it's below. You can find it in any of my descriptions. I put it in my descriptions a couple weeks ago, and you can download it from there. If you can't get it downloaded for some reason, let me know, and I'll just email me and I will send it to you. But tonight we're doing our second Saturday in January. And you know what? Before we turn around, we'll be pointing down here somewhere. That's the way it goes. Oh, Terry says she has saved 41. She has saved $41 so far in her daily dollar. Oh, good. Well, I'm just doing the dollar a day, so I've got what I went ahead when I did my video for tomorrow. That money's in here, so I've got $12 in here now. And I really think I'm going to like using this. Okay, good. Hi, Amy. Okay, well that's good, Terry, that you did that. I started mine the first day of January. I went ahead and finished up the one from Donna Powered by Creativity. I finished hers up at the end of December, and then I started this one. That's good, Michelle. Everybody, make this your own. I'm doing fine. When I first made it, my thought process was, we'd just do a roll and save every week. And then everybody would have a different amount. And I thought, well, I don't know. I might just do a 5. So everybody can do what they want. If you want to do 5, do that. If you want to do more than that, do that. If you want to do a roll and save, do less. It's yours to do whatever. But I just think it's going to be fun to do it together. And at the end of the year, we'll see how much each one of us saved. Okay, Belinda. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's what I can do too, Terry, is keep it going till the end of the year next year. Last year I was able to do that, and I did not touch that money. And December 31st, I had $300 in that year-long challenge. And that's in the 2024 challenge. And I'm doing the 2025 one that I made now, and I'm hoping I can do the same thing with it. And I want to do that with this. Try my best not to touch this money. And the dollar a day. I'm hoping I don't have to touch it either. Actually, I'm doing several of the monthly challenges, which I'm going to be doing on Monday. I've got like 3 or 4 of them that are $5, and I'm hoping I can just keep them going all year. And it is hard. There's been times it's been hard to not touch it. Like when Christmas came for me this year, I spent more on Christmas this year because, the kids were coming home. It had been 13 years since both of my kids had been here at Christmas and my grandchildren. We even had DJ. So I did spend more money than usual. And and because of that, I didn't have quite the money that I wanted to have when it came time to start shopping for Christmas. So I did use some of the money that I finished up in fall challenges and stuff. And I'm hoping that next year, by doing Christmas all year, and maybe with some of these challenges I'm doing like this, I won't have to do that. Hi, Kimberly. Yeah, it's hard, Gretchen. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm not going to touch it and don't touch your money, because sometimes things come up and you can't help it. And luckily, like last week when I had to buy the battery for the car, and then we ended up having to buy firewood because Guy couldn't go get firewood. Luckily, I had that money already moved out of my savings challenges into my sinking funds, so it was in there, but I just had to pull it out, and it kind of broke my heart to have to do that because I had to pull out a little bit of my stove money that I was saving, and I also had to pull out some of it, my vehicle money and the emergency money. I had to get into a little bit of that. So it's kind of heartbreaking when you have to do that, but on one hand, but on the other hand, so grateful that it was there. And this time I did not have to touch any of my savings challenges. So I was thankful for that. Oh, that's great, Tara, if you can do that. Yeah, I keep forgetting that you guys do not have $1 bills. Yeah, I know, Brandy. It does. It's the reason I went in when I did my freebies on Friday, and then yeah, the freebies on Friday. I changed a couple of what I had them designated for because I'm trying to get that money put back in those envelopes. But yeah, that's right, Terry. I'm just thankful that I didn't have to get into a big pink envelope to get it out. I had it already over here in sinking funds, and that's my goal really. Yeah, Tara, I'm telling you what, I'm finding that I like the zipperless envelopes best for these box challenges because those cards, once you laminate them, they're hard to get in and out. And so I'm kind of gradually switching over in my box challenges. Yeah, that's what I mean too, Mindy. It broke my heart to have to get in there and hand God $200 toward a battery, and then 175 for wood, and we're having another load of wood delivered. That's another $120, and it does make you feel defeated in one way, but then you think, boy, I'm glad I had that money in there. Oh, good for you, Belinda. Michelle's asking how I felt to go to 30 from 50 on the minis. I think it's going to be okay. I probably won't get them finished as fast as I was doing with 50, But the reason I did that is because I was doing 50 on minis, and then I decided I wanted to do kind of the same thing with some of my sinking fund challenges directly. So I decided to do 60, but do 30 for each one. I couldn't do 50 on both of them. So, but I think it's going to be okay. I just won't finish as many as fast as I was, but it'll be all right. Hi, Eva. Eva sneaked in on me there. Speaking of box challenges, I'm going to move this. Oh, and also let me show you this. On Eva's channel on Thursday nights on Budget Your Life, we started doing a challenge on hers every Thursday, and she's just using the, I don't know, Eva, are you using a 3-sided die or a 4-sided die? I don't remember. But anyway, she got a 3 and a 1 on there this week, and you can download this for free and join in on her lives on Thursday night, and we're saving together on that one in there. So let me move this out of the way, and I will show you. You know, I have fallen in love with the box challenges. Well, this is a free one that you guys can get. And this one is a collab between Budget with PJ and Norellis Budgets. And it's very, very low income. And I think that it's going to be fun to do. I thought I might do this one on Saturday nights. Let me move this. But see, like these little, this one is $3, this one is $2, and then you do a roll and save for the others. It's very low income, and I think it's going to be kind of fun to do. So I thought, well, I'm not going to do any more boxes as I've got 3 going until I get one finished, and then I add another one. But I thought, well, this one's kind of low income, so maybe I could just do it on Saturday nights. And it's not a big, huge one. Let me get my little cards out and turn them upside down. We might just do a few dollars here. I think I've put $20 here to play in here tonight. And we'll just see how it goes. And I think you can probably go to one of their channels and download it for free. So let's just choose one, see what we're getting. Okay, it says search and save for the snowman. Let's see how much the snowman is. He's $3. See, that's not bad. That's not as high dollar as a couple of the other boxes that I'm doing. When you get into those that are $20, as you guys know, I always cut them in half. Okay, so we're going to just put an X on him. We're done with him. Put our $3 right there. Let's choose another one. And this is a roll and save, and we have to find this little coffee cup. Or actually, it looks like maybe it's a hot chocolate or something. Well, oh, is there another set? No, I didn't see it. I must have missed it. Oh, right there it is. And it's a roll and safe. So we're going to do a 3-sided die because I'm going to keep it low budget. Okay, this one gets $1, which is not bad. We'll just put a 1 right there. And we have finished this one now, I think. Oh, wait, it says times 2, so I need to put $2. I didn't see that times 2 on there. Okay, so $2 still is not bad. Okay. And I love the box challenges, Mindy, and uh I have several. I have 3 or 4 that I have not started because I can only do a couple at a time. Okay, let's see. Let's go right here. Okay, this is a roll and save, so we need to find that snowflake, and then it's ×2. Right here it is. But like I said, I'm only using a 3-sided die. So it'd be $4 because it's a 2 and it said ×2. I'm probably going to run out of ones here. I've had the awfulest time with ones this week. Okay, so let's just put that right there. We'll go again. Let's see. This one is a search and save. I guess it has to be a roll and save though because there's no amount on it. And it's $2. Let me get on one from back here. I've got some other ones back here. That one's 2, and we might just do one more, and then I'll do some more next week. But I thought this snow one is perfect for today. Okay, this is a roll and save, and we have to find that little snowman. Right there he is, and we have to roll the die. $2, and it doesn't say to add any to it. I think you could really finish this one up really quick. It's 2 more. Okay, so we finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards tonight. So that's pretty good. So in section 1, we have $2. I don't know how much you end up with in the very end, but we'll find out, won't we? Section 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6. Section 3 has $5. This one's going to go pretty fast because like this one right here, we only have 2 things left to do. Section 4 doesn't have anything, neither does section 5, but maybe next Saturday we'll add some more to it. Okay, so we'll set these over here because we don't want to put them right back with those, the ones we haven't done. Yeah, this one is very low budget, and like I said, you can get it free. It's from Norellis Budgets and Budgeting with PJ. It's free. I just downloaded it, printed it, and laminated it, cut it, and put it in this little binder. And it's going to be a really low budget and fun too. Oh, and it also comes with these two here, and you color the letters in for $1 each, which I didn't do any tonight. I'll need to catch those next week. And I think that's going to be a fun one to do. And I like that they're not like $20 and $24 each. Oh gosh, what happened, Denise? She says, I set my savings goals for the year, then I went through my challenges. I'm going to have to be creative and more mindful of spending. Listen, Denise, I always do more challenges than what I really should be doing. But I just try to work around it. That's why when I did the chocolate box and when I did the North Pole box, I love both of those challenges and the spooky box. I love it too. And you save a whole lot with them. I mean, it's over $500 for each one of them. But some of the amounts I could not do at one time if I wanted to play anymore. It would take my whole little budget for it. So I would cut them in half. I'd do half of it, put the card back in, and if I do it again, I'd do the other half because I couldn't do those big amounts. And I think you need to do that with any challenge that you're doing because some challenges I want to do, but I can't do those big prices. Yeah, Becky, I always say that my savings challenge stomach is how does it go? Your eyes are bigger than your stomach. That's the way it is with me in savings challenges. But you just have to make them your own. Just like okay, I'll give you another example of one. I love doing the group play with Terry from Willow Tree Budgets. But her bingo challenge was a little bit more than what my budget could handle. So I just didn't bother doing paying for the bingos and her the amounts that she had that was 10, 11, and $12. I didn't do those. I just added the numbers together. If I got a 10, I counted as $1. If I got a 12, I counted as $3. That's the only way I could do it and still have money for the other challenges that was behind it. But yet I was still able to participate. I was still able to uh, contribute to her, by doing it. So I was thankful to get to do it. And I love her challenges. And she would even tell you that. She tells you the same thing. Make it your own. And that's what you have to do. Everybody's budget is not the same. Okay, last year that's why I started 50 Cent Friday. I didn't, that's a good idea. Hi, Rose. How are you doing tonight? Oh, I did get to go see Wicked the other night. Finally, my niece went with me, and we went to see it, and we had a good time. We went to get something to eat before we went to the movie, and I hadn't been to the movie in a long time. I guess the last time I went to the movie is one time I took DJ, but I don't remember now what we went to see. About a year ago, I think. And but we really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the second part to come out. Eva, I'm going to bet that this week was probably the last week it's going to be in the theaters because now you can get it on Prime and start streaming it. And when we first got to the theater, there was nobody in the theater at all except for me and Penny. And right when the movie started, there was two girls come in and a boy and a girl. That's all that was in the theater. So I'm going to say this might be the last weekend it was in the theater. I don't know, but yeah, Mandy, we don't go to the movie very much either. It has to be something I'm really wanting to see and that I really want to see on the big screen before I go and pay that kind of price. Now, my daughter and her family, they go to the movies a lot. So usually when we're down there on vacation, we'll end up going to the movie. But here and at home, Guy and I just don't go to the movie very like that very much. You do. You have to rent it on Prime right now. Actually, Gary bought it for $30. He went ahead and bought the movie, purchased it on Prime, and he called my granddaughter and told her that he had it and that she could watch it, on his Prime, and it tickled her to death. But she loves that movie. She's already seen it a couple times. Oh, good. You're doing the hop this year, Denise. I'm doing the hop too. And be watching because I will be doing, I'm one of the channels that's going to be doing the hop video. And there's a little more to it this year because they have added in a fur baby hop and a kids hop. I don't have a little kid at home, but I thought, well, it might be a good way to save. And then at Christmas, I could use that money maybe to get an angel off the angel tree with it. And then I don't have a fur baby either, but I thought it would be a good way to make a donation to our local animal shelter. So I'm going to go ahead and do all three of them. I think until everybody gets kind of used to them, it's a little confusing, but I think it's going to all work out once we get catch on to it. Yeah, that's what Mindy, Guy, and I we have Prime and we have Netflix, and we watch everything here at home. We don't go out to the movie or anything unless there's something, like if DJ's here with us or something. Like I said, maybe about a year ago, seems like I took him. We went to see something, but we're just not big movie goers. I don't like paying that $10 a ticket plus what it costs you for if you want a bag of popcorn and a drink. The popcorn and drink is more than the movie ticket. I know they're expensive, Dina. I would like to have a fur baby again. But Guy just doesn't, he just is not in the mood for wanting another pet. And I'm just not going to push it. I will think to myself how much I'd love to have one. The next day I'm thinking, nah, they cost too much. Or if we go somewhere, we've got to get somebody to keep them, or we've got to put them in the kennel. And I talk myself right out of it. Yeah, I know what you mean, Tara. That's one reason our trip that we've already paid for, that we're supposed to go February 15th on to Nevada. I may end up having to cancel because I don't know if God can sit on that plane that long. The last time we went out there, we were lucky because they put us kind of toward the in the back of the plane, and we had seats on the end, and he could actually stand up, so it helped. So I don't know. I asked him yesterday if he thought I should go ahead and cancel, and for the first time, before he was kept saying, "Well, no, let's just wait." But for the first time yesterday, he said, "Well, I don't know, whatever you want to do," and that makes me think maybe he's thinking about maybe we shouldn't do it. So I don't know. The last time we went to the drive-in, Michelle, oh, Amy was here when all the kids, I don't know, I'm going to say the boys might have been maybe 11 and 8 or something. And Alex was little, whatever. We took Guy's truck, and we all sit in the back of the truck covered up with blankets and watched the movie. That's been a long time ago. Yeah, Andrea, they said that he has a fracture in the L5, but that it's something that has to heal on its own. They said that there is a procedure that they could do where they would go in and put like this glue like stuff on it. But in Guy's case, it's hard for them to do that because he has so much hardware back there anyway. And they said it's going to have to just heal on its own, and it will take about 4 to 5 weeks. And of course, guys, he's hurting today. He said, I don't think I can take this for 4 to 5 weeks, but what are you going to do? Hi, Abigail. Oh, yeah, maybe that would be tough. We don't have to go as far. I mean, I have to get out on the interstate to get to the theater, but it's still not real far. we have a couple drive-ins here. One has been opened and closed and opened and closed, and I think it's open. It's going to be opening back up. And the other one I haven't been to. Gosh, I couldn't tell you in many, many years. It's a little farther away. But actually, the drive-in here that I'm talking about that has opened and closed many times, it's a little bit famous. It's actually in a country song. Yeah, that's what they say about everything, Denise, that it gets worse before it gets better. So I'm hoping I'm just asking all of you to keep him in your prayers. He is in a lot of pain with it. And see, before this happened, he was already having the pain in his left leg really bad. And then this happened on top of it. So I don't know. I'm a little bit worried that I don't know how to say this, that it might play with his mind a little bit and him getting in his head. Guy's always been active, active. Even with all the back problems that he's had, that's the one thing that's kept him going because he is such a determined person. And I'm so worried that maybe this is going to get him to where he's thinking that, well, maybe he can't do what he did before, and all, and maybe something. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I don't say that to him though. Because he'll make comments like, "I'm not worth 2 cents," or "I'm just not worth anything anymore," things like that. And I'll say, "Oh, you're worth more than that to me," and things like that. But I'm a little bit concerned about that. Yeah, Terry, it is. It is because he has always been real active. He is one of those men that he can fix anything, do anything, and I'm afraid that it's going to play with his mind, him convincing himself that he can't anymore. Yeah, well, thank all you guys. Oh, Abigail, I'm sorry. Yeah, Dawn, and sometimes he will say, just sitting in this house is driving me crazy, because when it's cold and stuff, and there's really not a whole lot to go do. So that on top of this is not helping. Oh, thank you, Eva. And I would say, well, if we don't go out west, then why don't we just go to Amy's where you can be in some warm weather for a little while? And Michelle's going to laugh because I said warm weather because she told me she was freezing down down there right now. But I don't really think he could do the drive right now either. That's true. That's true, Gretchen. I didn't mean to cause our chat to get somber. I didn't mean to do that. We need to talk about something lighthearted. Let's see. What can we talk about? Something fun. What kind of vacations are you guys planning for spring and summer? Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Eva. I'm hoping that he will. If we don't get to go to Nevada, I'm still saving my travel money. I've saving the ones that I'm doing on Thursday, and I'm saving my other travel binder that I'm doing in my with my membership. I'm still saving that money in there in hopes that maybe maybe by summer we can go do a really nice trip somewhere, and maybe go back to Amy's. And if nothing happens, maybe next year we might go to Amy's at Christmas. We were supposed to this year, and then things kind of got turned around. Well, that'd be fun too, Don. Guy and I went on a cruise. Mm, it was right before I had that knee surgery, and we loved it. We loved it. Would love to do that again. Hi, A to Z Budgets. Hi, Rose Young. Well, I wanted to go on the Disney cruise with Donna and everybody, but Guy's not a big, huge Disney fan, so he didn't really want to go. And so then I mentioned it to Amy about if she would go with me, but she's teaching school now, and I think it'd be kind of hard for her. So I just kind of dropped that idea, and I'm saving this money in hopes that maybe he and I can, if he gets better, we might do something like that on our own again. Okay, Michelle, that would be fun. Do you have any idea where you might go? Yeah, Mindy, my daughter, lives on the Gulf side. When we go down, that's we're on the Gulf side. You know, Becky, I thought that I would be too. I wasn't real crazy about it, but we did it. And honestly, you just feel like you're just in a big hotel. You really, for us, we were just lucky, I guess, maybe, but you couldn't even really feel the ship moving. It was really fun. Now, I'm sure there's some people that's been on a cruise that maybe would have horror stories, but we didn't. We had a good time. The only bad thing that happened for us was we were supposed to leave on Saturday, and we were supposed to leave on Saturday and come back the next Saturday. Well, we checked into our hotel on Friday in Cocoa Beach, and then we got a notice that our ship had had an accident. It had run into the port in I can't, San Juan. So they were having to do repairs. Well, that made you think, do I want to get on that ship? But anyway, we had to stay an extra night in the hotel, and then so we didn't leave till Sunday, and then they had to cut our trip short. Because of that, they had to reroute, so we didn't really get to go to the ports we were supposed to go to. But we still had a great time, and then Norwegian ended up, they paid for our extra night of hotel that we had to pay out, and they gave us half off of the next cruise, but we never have taken one. We still got to go to a couple of ports, and then they took us to their private island where we had a cookout and you got to swim and stuff. But we really enjoyed it. Oh, goodbye, Rose. I'm glad you were able to pop in. I'm so happy that you did. Yeah, Andrea's going on the Disney cruise with everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people. And she just got back from one. Hi, Amber. I didn't see you come in here, honey. I'm sorry. When are you planning to retire, Andra? Yeah, Guy just didn't want to do the Disney cruise either, Dina. He loved the cruise that we went on and he would love to go again, but he just wasn't crazy about doing the Disney one. Hi, not just a budget. How are you doing tonight? I think Guy just felt like the Disney cruise would have nothing for him that he wanted to do. So he's not a big Disney fan anyway. We when the kids were little, we went to Disney 2 or 3 times, and then oh, when Amy's kids was little, there was a whole bunch of us. I think there was like 19 of us. We made reservations and stayed at one of the Disney resorts. I can't remember, and we had a blast. But now God does not. He does not care for Disney very much. I love it. That's not me. It's just him. That's true, Dina. If you can get a deal, it's you can get a good deal sometimes on cruises. We the one we went on, we had a really good deal on. Now Denise, that guy would go then. He would go then too. Believe me. He sits when I'm not in the family room. That's all he watches on YouTube. It's about old cars and street outlaws. That's his stuff. If they were going to have a street outlaws cruise, he'd be right there. I would love to be able to fly from here to Seattle and do the Alaska cruise is what I would like to do. I don't blame you, Andrew. I think that would be a great idea for you. Oh, really, Dawn? Are they really going on a cruise? I was just joking. I'll have to tell him. Okay, good night, Becky. That's what we need to do, Dina. That would be fun. Oh, you're just joking. Oh, you're just saying for me just to tell him that. You know, I could just tell him that I heard that, book us a cruise, and we get on there and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I thought this was the cruise they were going to be on." Don't give me any ideas because I would probably do it. And he knows it. That's true, Denise. I didn't even ask God to go see Wicked. Actually, he felt kind of sorry for me and offered to take me to see Wicked. Let me take that back because I had asked Amy when we were in Georgia with them a little over a month ago when it was getting ready to come out. I said, "Why don't you and Alex not go see it and come wait when you come home at Christmas? We'll go." She said, "Well, we'll go when we come home, but I know I won't be able to keep Alex from seeing it that long." And I said, "Well, okay." Well, they went twice before they came home. Gary came up here. My son loves musicals too, and he came up here and he tried to get me to go. He was going to take DJ, and I said, "No, I don't want to do that because I've asked my sister to go, and I'll wait for her." And I could tell when I asked her she wasn't real crazy about it. But anyway, she went on to Nashville for Christmas with her son, and then back, I mentioned it, and I could tell it was like, well, if you want to, she didn't really wasn't crazy about it. And I told Guy, I said, from now on, if I want to go see a movie and nobody else does, I'm just going to go by myself. And he said, well, I'll take you to see it if you want to go. I said, well, I don't need you to take me. I can take myself. I said, besides that, I know you don't like musicals and I'm not going to make you sit through one. I mean, we're talking about a man that loves westerns on TV, but if a cowboy starts singing, he turns the channel. And that's no joke. He really does. He'll go, oh my gosh, and he'll turn it. Oh, Tina, I wanted to do that when Amy and them lived in Knoxville, the Polar Express. It's right out of Asheville or somewhere like that. I wanted to do that when they lived down there, and we never did get to. Hi, Ruth. Yeah, I'm good. It didn't hurt me. Like, I think when you fall like that, most of the time it hurts your pride more than it does your body. The guy was real worried because, I can't get on my knees after I had that surgery, and he kept wanting to help me up. And I said, no, no, you're not, picking me up, and so I scooted till I got to the couch to my back, and I was able to get up on my own. But he got an ice pack and put on my knee and everything, and it's fine. I thought I was going to be sore, but it's not. That's true. And I'm not joking about it. He really is. He really does not like singing. He loves music. If in the car, anything like that, it's always on. But in a movie, he hates it. I hope not, Michelle. Thank you, Ruth, so much. He does, Terry. I will say that he does. Guy and I we've been together since I was 16 years old. He was 18 and I was 16 when we met, and we went to two different high schools, and then my parents moved, and we ended up going to the same high school. So we've been together a very, very long time. I could do that, I guess. I guess I could make us a cowboy challenge. I saw Gretchen ask a little bit earlier about the cowboy jeans. I might have to make us another Saturday night challenge, huh? I'll have to make us another cowboy challenge. Oh, that's a long time too, Denise. Oh, are you? Oh, that's good, cute, Eva. I'll tell you how Guy and I met. It's kind of a funny story. Uh, I was with a couple of my girlfriends. You know how used to back in the day, as they say, you'd go what they call cruising, and we were at McDonald's cruising, and we were in my girlfriend's car, and I'm almost thinking maybe my younger sister was with us. But anyway, we met this guy, and his name was Tommy, and my friend and Tommy started dating. And they'd been dating just for a little while, and he kept telling her that he had a friend named Guy that he wanted to introduce to me. Well, I had another friend who actually lived on the same street also, and she was dating this boy named Eddie, and he had a friend named Eddie. And so the friend Eddie and I would go along with them sometimes. We weren't really girlfriend, boyfriend. We were almost like tagalongs. But anyway, um, but my friend Suzanne and that Eddie were very serious. And anyway, it was on a Friday afternoon, and I was supposed to go out with the friend Eddie that Friday night. And my friend called, and she said that Tommy had called and told her that they were on their way. They were in our city, and that they were coming up there, and he wanted her to have me there. I had curlers in my hair, and this was back when we used to wear the big soup can curlers. And I thought, I don't care anything about meeting that boy, and I'm not taking my hair down. And I went on up to her house, and I stood in her mother's bedroom, and I said, I'm going to watch out the window. And if he gets out of the car and he's ugly, I'm out of here. I'm going out the back door. And the first thing I saw when he got out was he had on a pair of boots, and they had like an eagle on them and this chain on them. And I thought, nope, that's it. And I turned around, and her mother was standing there. She said, no, you are not leaving. She said, that boy came all this way to see you and meet you, and you're not leaving. And she would not let me leave. But then when I looked back out the window and the rest of him had got out of the car, he did not look too bad. He was really nice looking. So I decided to stay, but I still left my curlers in. Well, that afternoon, then when we sat down and we started to play cards, and we decided to go to this drive-in restaurant thing and just get a Coke. And so then we came back home. Well, I went on out that night, and with my friend Eddie and Suzanne and them. And but guy called and asked me if I would go out on Sunday night with him and Tommy and Joyce. So I said, well, okay. And so that afternoon, I was supposed to go with Suzanne and the Eddies somewhere that afternoon. Well, Suzanne knew that I had a date with Guy that night, so she told her Eddie that she had to get home because she had to stay with her grandmother. And so we get home so that I can go out with Guy on that Sunday night, not knowing that her Eddie was sitting up on top of the hill watching because he didn't believe her. So they were surprised when it was me they saw going out with somebody, but the other Eddie and I weren't really an item anyway. But anyway, after that first date, we never dated anybody else again after that. That was it. But he always teases me and tells me, yeah, I wanted to run out the back door on him and stuff like that. He's always aggravating me about that. And then just so happened then that very summer my mom and dad moved, and we ended up going to the same high school too. And we got married right after we got out of high school, and have been married ever since. These little chats, even though I'm the only one really running my mouth, they are kind of fun because we do get to know each other a lot, don't we? And I appreciate you guys so much for being with me on Saturday nights. I just love it. Okay, Denise says that she got tricked by her future sister in law. That's probably a fun story, too. Oh, well, that's good, Tara. Oh, you met Babe on the show? My daughter and her husband used to go diving, but then when the kids started coming along, they quit it. Yeah, maybe one night I'll bring our. We only have a couple of wedding pictures because we got married in a little country church, and Guy's sister actually decorated the church with sweet peas from her mother-in-law's garden. And then we had the reception at her house. My mother made my younger sister was my maid of honor, and she made her dress. And then one of my nieces was the flower girl, and she made that. And we did our wedding very low budget. And so I've got a picture of us actually when we're standing behind the reception table and getting ready to cut the cake. I've got one of those. So maybe I'll show you guys one night. And I've got pictures of us, prom pictures too, I could share. Oh, that's fun, Dawn. A lot of people meet online now. They were talking on the news just the other day about how more people meet online now than they do the old fashioned way. Yes, Jesse, I think those high school sweethearts are the best, don't you? We got married right out of high school. He went to work for Orkin Exterminating, and I went to work at the TV station. And he left Orkin and then went to work for my dad. And he worked for my dad then all those years. But we were married about 3 years before Amy came along. Okay, what did Amber say? I think I missed it. Oh, she just got engaged at Christmas. Oh, how fun. That is like a storybook. You were his nurse in the ER? That sounds like a Hallmark movie or something, doesn't it? Yeah. I was 18 too, Kim, when we got married. Guy was 20. He had just turned 20. Yes, congratulations. You'll have to keep us all up on the plans. Well, you didn't have a high school sweetheart, Mandy. Oh, you're a loner, Tina? That's like my son. He is too. And he likes it that way. Well, you're making up for it now, Mindy. Would you have thought back then when you had no social life that you would be on YouTube and sharing your life with everybody? I wouldn't have. That's funny, Michelle. Life is so funny. I tell Guy all the time, my parents moved to California when I was in the third grade. And we lived out there till I got ready to start high school. And I told Guy, I said, if somebody had told me when I was out there getting ready to go to high school that I would meet a boy from out in the country here in Virginia and get married, I would have never believed it. And not only that, I was born in Indiana. So what were the chances of the two of us meeting? And that it was through a friends where they met at McDonald's. Sometimes I think that God just puts his little hand in there and works things out. I really, really do. Dina, you too. Dawn said that she met her husband online also. Back when Guy and I met, there was no such thing as online. Well, let's see. Tonight we've talked about emergency. We've talked about uh, pain and back problems. We've talked about getting married. We'll have to come up with a new subject next week. Or well, next week we'll have to let somebody else tell us stories about how they met. Oh, and Andrew's wanting to know where everybody's meeting these nice men online. So she must be on the wrong site. Maybe you're just not swiping the right way, Andra. Maybe those you're swiping saying no to would really be the Mr. Rights. Good night, Michelle. Well, I can understand daughters being overprotective, but maybe they should need that. Maybe you need a little happiness too. You're right, Andra. You're absolutely right. Good night, Gretchen. Well, it's 9:23. I guess it's time for us to go anyway. I've really enjoyed tonight. I always come out here and I think, well, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? And we always end up finding something to talk about. Or I do anyway. I'm the one doing all the talking. But I think we have a good time. And we'll do it again next Saturday night and we will save another $5 or ever how much you're saving. I appreciate all of you guys so much. And I can't express to you how I feel about you all, that you all support me the way that you do. And I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow for Sunday playing with friends, but I'll see you here next Saturday night and we'll do this again and we'll have some more fun next week. Okay. Good night, everyone.